just really proud of our football team, proud of our coaching staff. To go on the road after such an emotional game last week was really a challenge for our guys, and they responded. I felt good about our preparation, but you really don't know until you get in the moment. So just so proud of our staff and the unselfish nature that this group has. And we made mistakes, and we'll learn from those. But a lot of those same guys that did bounce back later in the game. So huge win for our program to go on the road and beat a ACC opponent at their place is pretty special. And wins are hard, road wins are even harder. So very, very blessed and very appreciative for my first official win as a college head coach. So give the game ball to my dad. He had open heart surgery on Tuesday. And he's my hero, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So he deserved this one, and I love him dearly. So just a lot of emotion this week, a lot of things going on, and so proud of this team. I just love our guys. Questions?
Talk about the decision to go with Peyton when you did.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to play. That wasn't, he wasn't just like last week. We were going to play him, for a certain number of downs, and he was moving the team, and so we just said, hey, roll with it. This program does not care who gets the credit. It is not about one guy. And I saw Richard Lego cheering on his teammates the entire time, and he understands LEO. That's to me, that's living it out in front of a lot of people. So Peyton was playing well, was moving the team, and so we stayed with him.
What advantage did Ramsey give you over Lego against this defense?
I think that you can just tell schematically they were trying to do some things to take away our throw game, and when you do that, you obviously expose yourself in the court, especially with a quarterback run game, and it's very difficult to defend those two components at the same time. And so Peyton gives us that. Obviously it showed up pretty quick with him in there. So that the ability to do that is a great compliment between those two guys. To me, it's no different than having two running backs that have two different skill sets. It's a good 1-2 punch. So I was really pleased with what Peyton was able to do.
Just what does it say about him that he was able to walk in a situation like that? Obviously, his first game on the road, his second game in college, and his first 11 passes, he just never really looked phased.
No, I tell you, and not shocking. I mean, and you can't simulate those situations in practice, but everything we've ever thrown at him, he's just unfazed. I mean, something happened over the spring. We made our team do a whole bunch of up downs for whatever. Something happened off the field, and a little thing like somebody was late, so I was proving a point. And I never saw a kid. He had like a linebacker mentality. I'm talking about Peyton Ramsey. And I stood there and watched him do, every rep and just jump up and just had this look in his eye. I knew something was different about him. And it was just, it didn't matter. He could have done them for 2 hours. And you were not going to break him. And that's what I saw out of him. And so to come in this situation and to play the way he did, it's impressive for sure. So, but you got to have multiple quarterbacks on your team, and so that's obviously what we have.
Special teams played a huge role in this win. Can you talk about what Sean Harris's impact on the return game, and then how nice it was to have Griffin Oaks hit those 2 long field goals into the win?
Oh, huge. I think the first one was 51, is that correct? And then 47 into the win. Wow. They even had, they even had a returner back because it was such a long kick into the wind, and he nailed it. So just once again, so proud of him. He did not have the kind of season he wanted to have a year ago after having such a great sophomore year. So we've been emphasizing the mental toughness piece with him and helping him grow as a man and be able to handle, if you're going to be a kicker, boy, you're going to have to handle the adversity of missing one and come back and doing it again. So he was big for us, and every point matters. Sean in the return game was big. He mishandled one earlier, and why he caught that one I'll never know, but I don't think he'll ever do it again. But Coach said, hey, should I take him out? I said, no, I'll put him back in there. And I said, I believe in him. He needs to know we believe in him. And he came back and proved me right. So just he's a great little athlete, and he's just got a little spunk to him, and that's a weapon now. You got to be able to score points in all phases of the game, and I think our kickoff coverage was excellent. Our punt, that coverage was really strong. So really pleased with special teams. I know it's a big part of the game, and we've been emphasizing it since day one.
What does it mean for Jay Shun too? He'd been through the 2 injuries, and he's talked about he really wanted to be back at his best to be able to contribute like that. I know it's maybe not a receiver, but it's better.
Yeah, I tell you, it does your heart good to see a kid like that be able to come back, because there's not a coach on our team who wouldn't say he's one of the finest young men we've got. You know, you want to see him succeed in life and on the field, and so he's fought back through 2 ACLs, which is tough to do, and for him to be able to come up big today, we're so proud of him. So, but you got to have, everybody's got a role to play. If that's his role, and that's what he's doing on this football team to help us get better and play as a reserve role as a slot receiver, then he's going to do that to the best of his ability.
What was your view of the targeting play there? It was a momentum swing there.
Yeah, that was tough, boy. As a matter of fact, it didn't even dawn on me that I didn't know why they were reviewing it. I asked the official, and I thought they were just going to just review it to see if it was a fumble or not. You know, and then I saw it on the screen, and then the guy on my RSL, I said, well, they might be. He wasn't sure either. He said they might be reviewing it for targeting because they're allowed to do that. And my stomach just, you know, I was like, are you kidding me? So, and I went up and down our sideline, and I said, hey, guys, defense, get ready. You don't know what's going to happen. And you know, we studied this concept in the offseason from the Navy SEALs, what they call it a sugar cookie, where you get this basically something that for no, you know, fault of your own, you get penalized, and you got to do some penalty. And we've been trying to do that to our team to get them mentally tougher. I said, guys, it's just sugar cookies, all it is. Life's not fair sometimes. And whether the call, you know, I'm not going to sit here and debate the call. They made the call, but we got to deal with it. We got to respond. And our kids did. So sometimes you hate to have those things happen, but they can be the best thing to ever happen because they teach you how to be a mentally tough football team. And so to me, that was a blessing in disguise.
Early on, when you guys were struggling offensively, talk about your defense. They were putting some tough spots. Field position wasn't great for them. Just keeping you in the game until the offense could get going.
We wouldn't be the reason why. And I pound that in our guys, and we held them to 55 yards rushing. We take a lot of pride in our defense and them not running the football. And be the reason why. And I told our guys, I hope it's 10-7. If that's what it comes down to, we win the game that way. But you want that mentality on defense. Obviously, offensively, you want to score more points, but defensively, I don't care. It doesn't matter what they do. They don't cross that goal line, they can't beat us. And so, man, they just kept bowing up, and then our offense got going, you know. And so, just so proud of her. Once again, it's just you better be resilient. You better be tough to play this game. So, really proud of our defense.
Your decision not to go for it on 4th and goal at the 3. I mean,
you know what? We go through. Here's the deal: you're up by 10. So if you kick a field goal, you're up by 13. You know, we have this whole systematic way of studying the percentages of. It's kind of like a money ball for football, you know, and going through it. And so basically, we said that they got to drive 97 yards. You know, we're still winning by 10 points because they're still. If you go up by 13, it's kind of a goofy number. So you can still score 2 touchdowns and lose the game. I mean, they can score 2 touchdowns and beat us. And so, if they would have put us up by more than 2 scores, I would have been. If it had been 4th and longer, I would have not gone for it. But made the decision, and I'm glad we did. To me, it was a smart thing to do.
What's your thought going now forward with quarterback coming into next week?
Oh, Richard's a starter. Yeah, I don't think that's, you know, I mean, hey, you got 2 quarterbacks. That's a great thing. You know, one throws it really well, one can run a little bit too, and throw it well as well. So, you know, Richard's a starting quarterback. But bottom line is this, you know, you got to compete.
Second half, when you guys got that lead, you really started running the ball with Morgan Ellison, and it seemed like he kind of was wearing them down and kind of battered them. Just talk about it, his play.
He's a freshman that I said during fall camp he was one of the surprises. You know, and I really saw something in him. He's got a lateral quickness and a jump cut and a burst vertically that you can't teach. You know, and he's strong, and so really excited about him. I think he's going to be pretty special. You know, obviously his first big time road game to play in is not easy. So really proud of him. But the offensive line, you know, letting these guys. Because I tell you what, I was concerned about us being able to run the ball. I knew their defense was good against the run, and the scheme that they play makes it tough. And so, you know, it was tough sledding inside there, but those yards were critical, and he was one of many guys that contributed.
Time for a couple more.
I think you had 7 3-and-outs on defense. I mean, just talking about that.
Yeah, you know, you want to get as many as you can. It's all about, you know, getting off the field, you know. And they were kind of, you know, their passing game was controlled underneath and kind of frustrating. But you almost have to be patient. You have to outlast them, you know, because those throws don't beat you, you know, especially if you start scoring some points, you know. But they execute it well. I mean, and they're going to catch a lot of balls, but you kind of, you know, you can either be too aggressive and give up a bigger one, and that's not what you really want to do. So it's just catch the ball, tackle, catch the ball, tackle. And so, but I felt like that getting those 3-and-outs were big, you know, and forcing them to be one-dimensional was really the key, you know. Taking away the run game and forcing them to throw was really, I think, the key to our success.